All right, we are now currently live streaming YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. The chat is up for the World's Track Race here, Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. All but one car is set up there right now, and I believe we're waiting on James to get his body cut, and then he'll be in on the action. I want to thank our sponsors for the Four Crowns here, Fairview IT Management, for all of your computing needs out of Owensboro, Kentucky, and Bowling Green. Livermore Subway, right next door to us here at Lanes Raceway in Livermore, 606 Hinton Street. 270-278-5999. Call ahead and get you a 12-inch submarine sandwich or get you a cookie or something. Get you a big large drink while you're over there too. You might as well. Come on over here and hang out with us here at Lanes Raceway. Nonetheless, folks, three strikes, you're out. Nathaniel Burden going to be up front. Gabriel in second. Guillermo Sire in third. Randy in fourth. James in fifth there on blue. Jay in sixth there yellow. Sean seventh there purple. And eighth Glenn there on black. So we're going to wait here just a little bit and let James get his car cut out and pinned, and we'll be right back with you just as soon as that's happening. In the meantime, we're going to swap on over and let you watch some of the rookie race here that are taking place right now. Now, the rookie race has Robert LaFoon, Zach in it, and Mark. Mark coming off a clean sweep on the drag strip earlier this week. He got first, second, third, and light money. So good to see that Mark is branching out. He's doing a little bit of competition in all things Lanes Raceway. A while ago, I seen him even partake a little bit of action in the pinball action, so that's pretty cool to see. Anyways, we'll be right back with you just as soon as the guys get their stuff ready to go. We'll go green racing. Yeah, I might have to get that too. I might just use a dice generator. All right, man. I got to get to it. Good seeing you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're fixing to get this race underway. So we're going to skip on over here to the big blue track. Racers, are you ready? Watch your lights. 3 strikes, you're out. You guys know the deal. The chat channels are open right now, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch currently, as we're into our first yellow flag here in that dreaded first corner. And that's going to be Glenn Burden with his fresh new Harry Gant 33 Skull body. And we're already into a yellow flag yet again. So we're going to see blue take a strike there. And that's James with his fresh new Caterpillar yellow car. We see James again hitting pretty hard there. James might be having some issues there with his car. Freshly just bought. He just bought the car here at Lane's Raceway. Didn't really have a whole lot of time to tinker with it to get it pristine like some of these guys here. So we're going to see a yellow flag here. And this time it's going to be Nathaniel Burden there on red lane taking a strike. And it looks like Jay there also grabbing a car. Well, it looks like Gabriel too possibly having some issues here. Looks like we might have 3 cars wrecked here. Jay Latham going to get a strike there on yellow, and Jay crashing out in a spot that you really, really, really don't want to wreck in. So Gabriel Kirtley also going to get a strike there, and that's 1 for white. Coming off the oval back onto something a little bit more challenging. The blue track definitely takes its hits for sure. As these guys battle back and forth trying their best to keep these cars on this flat track. It's very tough. So we get a yellow flag and a car coming off right before the start finish line there. And it looks like Sean's going to be taking a strike here. And James there, of course, getting 3 strikes there. He wasn't even able to get a lap there. His first time in the Champion Turbo Flexi class. So we've got 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go here in the heat. We are seeing right now 1 strike red, 1 strike white, 1 strike yellow, 1 strike purple, 1 strike black. A little bit of a race forming there by red and white. Gabriel and Nathaniel there neck and neck with each other Each of them giving each other room. Nathaniel wanting to make a pass. Gabriel trying to keep him from doing so, as Gabriel makes a nice little jaunt of speed there to the middle camel hump. We're going to see another car come off here, and that's going to be Jay Latham taking a strike there on yellow lane. That'll be Jay's second. So 4 red lights are going to drop out to green. Here we go. One minute left in the heat as we see a car shot to the outside. That's going to be Randy Kirtley taking a strike. Randy Kirtley currently in second. It's going to take one shot. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go yet again. Guillermo Sire currently out in the lead there on green lane, as we can see him coming around the front stretch there. He's now in the camel hump. He's coming back around to the back stretch here. He's on the end of the horseshoe coming into the front stretch. Right now he's got 11 laps. And that's going to be Randy Kirtley with his second strike. Sean expressing his distaste for purple. He does not like it. 45 seconds left to go in this round robin, 1 of 8 so far. As for the blue track cars, for sure, the Fairview IT Cup Series is definitely a very challenging series for sure. As we get a yellow flag, and it looks like Sean and Gabriel both getting their laps there crossing the start-finish line. T's going to bring it around. It looks like Guillermo Sire going to take a strike here. And this will be Guillermo's first. Right now in the rookie series, Mark leading the way, 264, 237 for Robert, and 238 for Zach. Let's get another yellow flag there. That's going to be Glenn Burden taking a strike. Evidently, I missed a strike there for Glenn, so that must have been his third. Sometimes I miss some, folks. So right now, Glenn and James both out. 10 seconds left to go in the heat. And Gabriel and Nathaniel still side by side there, coming through the camel hump. Now about midway, Guillermo Steyer is going to take first place after the first round robin heat, turning 18 laps. Sean turning 16, Gabriel turning 15, tied with Nathaniel, and Jay and Randy, all 15 laps. 11 laps for Glenn Burden, and James, of course, wasn't able to successfully turn one lap there, just getting his body put on seconds before we started. So, of course, there still needed to be a little bit of tinkering time for sure for James. So don't think that James is a bad racer by any means. It's just that he hasn't had a chance to even run the car yet. And we jumped right into this race. Of course, we're under tight time constraints here. We got this race and one more. We are a little bit behind, actually. Currently at 5:18. Probably get done with this race around 6:30 or 6:40. So that'll lead us into our final race, which will get us right out at about 9 usually. Nonetheless, about 2 minutes left to go in the heat. We're going to bring you on over to the oval and let you watch the rookies race, and we'll be right back with you. Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead and hit it. Who drove? Who took off? What? All right. Are all those cars getting strikes? Okay. Well, he doesn't get a strike. I mean, he's using the button to get in, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're back green racing. Looks like James now has his car. They're working a little bit. Well, he did come off there, but he has actually made a lap now. That's what we're going to see here. James going to take a strike here on purple. Minute and 45 seconds left in the heat. Just getting started here, 15 seconds in. And a big tie all the way down to sixth position at 17, all the way for the third position fight. Sean currently there in second place with 19 laps. As we are going to see Glenn Burden. Did he get that lap? He did. We're going to see another strike here for James and one for Jay. Jay Latham there going to take one on orange. In the rookie series right now, Mark still out in the lead. 357, 333 for Robert, and 327 for Zach. It's got a yellow flag here. Gabriel Kirtley's car going to come off. He's going to take his first strike. All right, and that's going to be James's third there. 3 strikes for him. And that's going to be a strike also for Glenn. That's 3 for purple. Yep. 3. I mean, I counted 3. All right, here we go. Minute 19 seconds left in the heat. Guillermo Sire now in the lead. 25 total laps, followed by Sean 23, Nathaniel 22, down all the way to Jay to 22 for the battle for third. Glenn Burden there in seventh with 18, and James there with 2. So we get another car coming off. That's going to be Jay with another strike there. Jay there taking his second strike. And looks like Glenn Burden coming off there. Glenn Burden going to take his second strike. Special thanks to our sponsor for this series, the Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. They've been here since the very beginning, sponsoring every one of the 4 crowns. Give them a call in Owensboro Bowling Green for all your computer needs. These guys know it all. They are definitely good at getting you set up on live streaming slot car tracks too. If you got questions about that, I'm sure they can help you. Guillermo Sire there on blue lane, running a very, very fast lap time, 6.354. He comes around the front stretch there. We'll see him go through the first, second, third. Now camel hump, back portion of the track through the last horseshoe as he's reeling in what looks to be Gabriel and Jay in the second corner there. Jay Latham there in the second corner coming off. Going to receive his third strike. So that will be 3 for Jay. And there looks to be maybe another wreck. That's 3 for Jay, 1 for Randy Kirtley, white. And that's Randy's first. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go again. 7 seconds in this round robin, 2 of 8. And we see a yellow flag, and that's going to be a strike for Nathaniel there on green, his first. And that's a red flag rotation, and the heat is over. We're going to go ahead and clear these strikes. Take a look here at the track mate. We see Guillermo out in the lead, 36 laps. Sean, 33. Nathaniel there with 32, tied with Randy Kirtley. 31 for Gabriel, 30 for Jay, 26 for Glenn, and 2 for James. James might have his car under control here now, as he's had a little bit of time to work on it there. All right, we'll leave it here on the blue track, and we'll be right back with you. All right, here we go, folks. 5 seconds before we go green racing. We'll see 4 red lights dropping out to green. And here we go. Guillermo Sire, currently your leader, followed by Sean Nathaniel there in third place, tied with Randy. 32 for Gabriel Kirtley as he's down 1 lap. We're all seeing them all line up as we see a car popping off there in the first corner. And that is going to be James there, having some issues getting that car to stay in. But I'm sure his son will get that car fixed as soon as he possibly can to be able to handle a little bit better on this flat track. Some of the guys do stuff, like I said, the first week that we ran this race, everybody was doing that in the first corner. Flat tracks are definitely tough to learn for sure. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. T, can I see you for a sec? All right. So we're going to see another car come off here. I believe it might be Jay Latham there in the second corner. So Jay Latham there going to receive a strike. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. So we get another yellow flag here and a car coming to the high outside. Looks to be James there in his yellow Caterpillar. That'll be his second. And then it looks like also maybe Nathaniel with his red car. Yep, Nathaniel there going to take a strike. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. One minute left in the heat. Round robin 3 of 8 right now. Guys seem to be getting some of their footing under there now. As we get a yellow flag and Randy Kirtley's car breaking out. Be Gabriel Kirtley receiving a strike. So Gabriel Kirtley having a pretty bad time there, wrecking right before the start finish line. So we see a yellow flag here. All right, so that looks to be Sean going to take a strike here. That'll be Sean's first. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. So we get a yellow flag here. Looks like it might be Jay Latham. And it is. Jay Latham going to receive a strike here on White Lane, his second. Seems whatever issue James was having, he seems to have gotten it figured out now. Oh, he drives it a little too hard there in that one corner. And that is going to be James's third. Right now, Jay Latham with two, Gabriel with one, Nathaniel with one, and Sean with one. Everybody else doesn't have a strike. So we're going to see a yellow flag here. Gabriel Kirtley car going to come off again. That'll be his second. And it looks like, is that Guillermo Sire? Yep, Guillermo Sire's car coming off. So Guillermo's going to receive a strike there on purple, his first. Randy Kirtley's car coming off there in the second corner. He's going to receive a strike on red, his first. As we receive a yellow flag again, looks like Randy Kirtley is going to receive his second strike. No, that's two. Two. Right now, as it is, red with two, white with two, green with two, blue with one, yellow with one, purple with one. 0 for orange. Must be that Harry Gant body I convinced you to buy. All right, and that is a heat over, and what a brutal heat it was. Several people with strikes. As we take a look here at the track mate, we see Guillermo out in the lead, 54 laps, followed by Sean with 50, Randy with 49, tied with Nathaniel, Gabriel 47, 45 for Jay, Glenn Burden 43, and 9 laps for James. Going to take you back over here to scene 8, let you watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. They bought mini M&Ms over here. I put them in there, and she's got them filled with sour candy. Yeah, horrible. No. The seat's better. What are you up to? here the other night at about 11:30. Yeah, we didn't have food at home, so we went Sonic without folks to eat on. Yeah, that it's went off really well. The guys like it, and it helps us too. Uh, well, we need help. They need help. I mean, we can help to a degree. We need help because we need a little bit extra money coming in to pay the bills. All right, folks. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. We're coming into halfway here. Round robin 4 of 8 right now. Guillermo Sire's been leading the whole race long, and we're seeing him hang in there even more. I've only seen him, I think, wreck one time so far, so he's doing good. Sean's actually impressing me too, as he's up there in the points with the guys there. 52, only 4 laps down from the lead, one ahead of Randy Kirtley. As we see Guillermo Sire here grabbing cars, we're going to see our first set of strikes here taking place. Just got to see where they go. So we see the signature slide that Sean developed last week. We're going to see a strike there for Glenn Burden. Glenn Burden on white going to receive his first strike there. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Glenn Burden getting the Harry Gant car as he comes into the second corner and gets another strike there. Might have an issue there with the braids possibly. But a nice body indeed. JPG body from Mid-America. And the guy does really good jobs. He doesn't do any decals on them whatsoever. It's all painted bodies. So they really do come out and they got that nice shine to them. They are a little bit more expensive than your standard body, but nonetheless, you get what you pay for. These bodies are definitely beautiful, to say the least. Some of the guys opt in to do their own custom body work, and that's admirable too. As we get a yellow flag here, and James's car is going to come off right at the end, and Guillermo, like he's playing shuffleboard for a living, with a perfect pass. So James going to take himself a first strike there. James, of course, having issues with that car all race, but he had to put her together really, really quick to get in this race, and he's just learning the ropes here on the flat track. He'll get her figured out, I'm sure. A lot of these other guys have several laps on this track. Almost looks like they have faster cars, but really it's just they've got the rhythm down. They've been racing on this track for the past 4 or 5 weeks. As we see a car come around and slam James, and we see Guillermo with those shuffleboard hands again. Oh, we about got her to stop perfect that time. What a toss. So James and Jay going to take strikes there. That'll be James's second and Jay's first. So right now, Glenn and James both with 2 strikes. One more. They better pipe her down a little bit if they want to make it through the heat. About 1 minute left to go here in this round robin 4 of 8. Guillermo Sire not in a commanding lead. He can definitely be touched. But the guys are definitely wishing that Guillermo would pop his car off of that black lane a few times as he comes around the front straight stretch. We see a car and a yellow flag take place. Now this will be James's third on yellow lane. And same thing for Glenn with 2 strikes. He's going to have to pipe her down a little bit if he wants to make it to the end here. Glenn there only 4 laps down from Jay Latham. Definitely wants to make some moves to get up there, but he's going to have to keep it in. Now, Nathaniel making a nice slide there with his Budweiser car there, but he wrecked in the most unopportune place that you could, right there in the final corner. So he'll get his first strike there. Nathaniel been pretty good about keeping his cars on in this class. Now the other class, the 72 pitch last week, really caused a lot of issues there for him. But nonetheless, he's come back this week and started doing quite well. Special thanks to our sponsors, Fairview IT Management out of Bowling Green and Owensboro, Kentucky, for sponsoring this class. They put $1,000 up for the racers. Jay Latham going to take a strike here. That'll be Jay's second. So for the next 35 seconds, Jay, Glenn, both need to be on their tippy toes when going around this track, or their cars will come out. And we see Jay Latham going to be getting his third strike there on red lane. The dreaded second turn, always brutal for the racers for sure. Gabriel Kirtley seems to have gotten his cars quite a bit under control as of late. The past 2 weekends really turning impressive numbers on the track, and he's right there neck and neck, side by side with Guillermo Sire right now as they come through the front stretch. He's keeping it within a car length as Gabriel Kirtley comes off in the camel hump at the track there. He's going to receive a strike. Yet again, anytime I talk about the racers, they do wreck. So, just letting you know, I got to talk about something. Special thanks to our other sponsor for the Four Crowns, Livermore Subway, 270-278-5999. They sponsor the Group 20 Wing Car class here at Lanes Raceway. 4 seconds left to go in the heat. Guillermo Sire is going to still hang on to that first place. As we roll into our round robin 5 of 8, we'll go ahead and clear these strikes out. And we'll take a look here at the track mate. Guillermo Sire there with 73 total laps, averaging 18.2. That's 1.2 laps better than what Sean is currently turning. But Sean, being new to the track, is pretty impressive with 68 laps. Randy Kirtley there, 67 at 16.8 on average, rounds up your top 3. Nathaniel there right in 4th with 65, 64 for Gabriel in 5th, 6th place for Jay Latham, tied with Glenn Burden at 57, and James there towards the back at 13. I'm going to leave it on the blue track. You can watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. T, come here. Go over there on that, go under the options menu where it says options, and put 1 or 2 lane auto. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. You think it's still in race mode? No. I'll put it in auto start.
All right, everybody, we're back with it.
Oh. All right, my wife playing games over here. Had to get the drag strip set up and going. One of the lanes wasn't selected. As we get our first incident wreck here, it's going to be Glenn. Going to take a strike. His first. I might get my jacket on as I'm getting a little chilly here. Or jacket up, as they call it. All right, much better. Now I'm starting to warm up a little bit. Guillermo up in the lead by 5 laps, followed by Sean with 71, tied with Randy Kirtley. We see Gabriel Kirtley coming off in the third to last corner. So Gabriel and Jay going to both receive strikes here. Guys chit-chatting back and forth. Minute and 37 seconds left in the heat. We about made it 30 seconds. Pretty close to it anyway. Randy Kirtley's starting to move up a little bit. Hard hits in the first corner. Randy Kirtley and James getting in a little bit of a tussle. James there on orange going to receive a strike, and Randy going to receive his first strike also. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Guillermo Sire there, 78 laps, followed by Sean, 73, 72 for Randy, Nathaniel, 71, Gabriel, 68, Jay, 62, 61 for Glenn, and 16 for James. So you see Gabriel Kirtley grabbing 2 cars here. Looks like James and Gabriel both going to receive strikes here. Gabriel's second, and James is second. James, that's only 2 for you. That's only 2 for you. And here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. See the blue car Randy Kirtley making a pass there on James. Very close clustering here taking place as we see Guillermo coming up on Gabriel. Gabriel's got him some lap traffic as it goes to the high outside. I can't tell if it got back on or not, but somebody hit the track button. We'll see what car come off. That's a tough one to come off right there. And that is 2 cars. Looks like Guillermo and Jay taking strikes. So that'd be Jay's second, Guillermo's first. So right now, green with 2, orange with 2, and purple with 2. And halfway through the heat, we're going to see Gabriel take 3 there. Guillermo Sire with 82 laps, 77 for Sean, Randy 76, Nathaniel 75, Gabriel 71, 65 for Jay, 64 for Glenn, and James 19. Hard hit there coming out of the second to the last corner there. Is that you? Let's see, Glenn be 2. His second. 34 seconds left to go in the heat. A lot of wrecking in the Fairview IT Cup Series. The guys do smooth it out quite a bit, though, in the lighter weight 72 pitch series. That's also the series that the guys mostly try to run to beat each other and get those fast lap times. As we can see here, 6-second lap times or so. Some of the guys were turning right at 5-second lap times with their 72 pitch LMP cars. Once you get used to a certain thing, you know, those things kind of happen. So we've seen Sean and Glenn go side by side there. Both of them made it out all right. We're going to see Nathaniel here going to take a strike, and that'll be his first. So they push Nathaniel's Budweiser car there to the front line as he lines up. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go for the final few seconds of the midway. A little over midway. 5-8. Guillermo Sire about to break 100 there. He's at 91 laps right now. So we're going to go ahead and clear out this board. Another brutal one for sure. Take a look here at the track mate and see Guillermo out in the lead. 91 laps, followed by Randy with 85. 85 for Sean, tied up. And we can see Nathaniel there with 82. Jay Latham, 73. Gabriel, 71, tied with Glenn at 71. And James with 25. Going to leave you over here on the blue screen, blue track, main screen here, I guess. And we'll be right back with you. Hey, you bring me the tablet. Right, four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Round robin 6 of 8 currently. We are live streaming right now to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You guys want to chat? I'm open for chatting. I just actually grabbed our tablet here. I was going to look to see if anybody was viewing some of the guys in consignment, because that's numbers I'm really paying close attention to, because we're really trying to get those numbers up so that we can sell the guys' stuff. We're going to see a strike there for James on white. That'll be his first. Getting another yellow flag there. Looks like James got involved in a little bit of an incident with some people. We'll have to post another picture of the consignment, get it towards the top at the end of the night. Might just repost, set to repost if we ain't got no new cars on consignment. So that'll be a strike for James and Nathaniel. That'll be James's second and Nathaniel's first. So James' car there struggling a little bit. He had a conversation there with Gabriel a little bit earlier. Was asking what he thought about the car, why it was acting the way it was. Gabriel was like, well, most everybody here has a sensitivity control on their controls, and his controller, of course, does, and it's hot or not kind of thing. Gabriel's now looking at that car to see if there is anything out of the way in it, but usually not the case if he passes it on. So that'd be 3. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go. So we can see here, guys running around here right now. Down on the inside, Gabriel side by side with, as Gabriel gets shunted and shot to the outside wall. Jay Latham smoked his car there. He's going to take his first strike. He might have really messed his car up to the point that it looks like it ain't in when it ends. Could have bent the nose in or something. We see Sean there taking a peek at it. Now Jay's going to come and investigate his own car. All right, looks like Sean might have got her bent back into place there. Here we go. 4 red lights are dropping out to a green. Your leader right now, Guillermo Sire. Let me see if I can make that a little bit where you guys can see that a little better. And that's a yellow flag there. A little hiccup in the software there. And that looks to be Gabriel Kirtley coming off in his favorite place to come off, the second to the last corner. Gabriel Kirtley going to take a strike there on black. That'll be his first. And it looks like Gabriel's going to retire instead of getting some laps. He's going to pull it and go look at his car. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go. As we get a yellow flag here, it looks to be Glenn Burton coming off in the first corner. And Glenn Burton is going to take 1 strike there. It's been a very eventful race this one has. This last week I think they performed just a hair bit better. Excuse me. But this one here, people have been struggling with their cars. Now, I don't know if it's just a lack of practice with the car, which that's what I almost think it is, because like I said earlier, I think the guys have been practicing a little bit too much with the 72 pitch. Now the 64 pitch and stuff, having a little bit of issues there. Nathaniel Burton going to take a strike there. That'll be his second. And here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to green. If you made it this far into the stream, you like slot car racing, like, share, and subscribe. It helps get our name out there a little bit more. It helps our racers. It helps us out. And it don't hurt. It takes a few seconds to hit that button. We're going to see Guillermo Sire take a strike there. Now that'll be his first strike too. Mark over there getting him a little bit of a look on this track. He looks like he might be getting interested in wanting to run some of these. 10 seconds left to go in 6 of 8 round robin. Then it's going to get heated up, folks. We'll have to focus in and follow some of these cars there as it's a battle for second position right now. Randy Kirtley only about a quarter of a lap up on Sean. And that looks like where the battle is going to take place for sure, is for that second position. Heading over here to the track mate, we'll take a quicker look here. Guillermo Sire there, man, running pretty solid all race long, 109. He's several laps up. He's going to have to wreck out for the guys to catch him because it's about a 10-second lapper to get a lap here. So Randy Kirtley, 103, Sean 103. These guys are neck and neck there. Then the 98 of Nathaniel there in fourth. He's kind of there in his own little spot too. Jay and Glenn, 88, 89. There's a battle going on there with those guys. Gabriel 77 and 27 for James as Gabriel pulled his car. I don't know if he's fully retired or I believe he has because I don't see him in here. Nonetheless, we're going to head on over to the blue, let you watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. All right, folks, 5 seconds before we go green racing. This is round robin, 7 8. What? What about it? All right, here we go. Deborah Gartley retiring, it looks like, as we are down to 7 individuals. We focus in there on that white lane of Guillermo Sire. We can see he's just running impeccably here as he's in the camel hump there. Coming up behind James there. He makes a nice clean pass on the front stretch. James there coming off on the first corner there. But starting to do better than what he was when he first started. That's always good. Make progress in racing is showing that you're doing it right. Except flat track slot car racing is tough. It really is. And especially with these faster cars. Just like a real car, you got to really let off. A lot of times, just allow the car to roll around the corner and then ease back into that trigger. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go again. Now we do have that battle between Randy and Sean there on black and green. Randy Kirtley, of course, coming through the bridge there. We're going to see James take another strike here. And Randy Kirtley there on black. He's in the third to the last corner there. Sean there on green. We see him a little bit higher up on the hog there in the first corner. So there's several distances between these two. So we get a yellow flag here. And this time it's going to be Glenn Burden receiving a strike. Glenn Burden there on blue taking his first. We see Sean there coming around the camel hump there. He's got one close behind him there on orange. That's Nathaniel Burden. As we see James hit and take out what looks to be Randy Kirtley in the third corner. Yes. So be 3 there for James and what looks to be 1 for Randy on black. The guys have been racing here long enough, know that it takes a little bit getting used to some of this stuff. I never really get too upset about it. And of course, you know, like I said, this is James' first time rolling in this class, so he'll get her figured out for sure. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Here we go. But his son Sean doing impeccably well as him and Randy Kirtley are battling it out. 110 total laps after Randy wrecking there. We're going to see Sean move back up into the second position. Now we have a race. Randy Kirtley and Sean both, whoa, as we see a car fly tremendously far there into the camel hump of the track. See if we can get a little bit better view here. My wife picking it up there. Passing it to Jay Latham. So Randy's going to come and look at it. I believe that is his car, Randy Kirtley's car. Yes, he's going to take another strike here, and that'll be his second. This might solidify Sean in second position here, just over those 2 incidents. As he makes the shuffleboard toss. Jay Latham there. Jay, you got a strike? Okay. Jay going to get a strike there on purple. That'll be his first. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. And Nathaniel quick on the button there as Nathaniel Burden's going to receive one there on orange. His first. At 54 seconds left in the heat. Round robin 7 of 8. Randy Kirtley going to have to come back by a lap here. As we currently see Sean through the camel hump there, coming around. He's trying to reel in that blue of Glenn Burden. He's coming up there close. Glenn Burden there in the 33 Harry Gant. And if this is Randy Kirtley involved in this incident, this will be his third. And it is. Randy Kirtley, not what he wants. That'll be his third strike there on Black. Four red lights dropping out to a green. 38 seconds left to go in the heat. Seeing Nathaniel Burden there in fourth position. Going to probably make that leap up this time as he got one more lap to do it. And now that battle will pursue for Randy and Nathaniel come next heat. It's going to be very close between those two, but it looks like Sean is going to solidify that second position unless he runs into some trouble. We got Guillermo Sire here. He's going to take a strike, his first. Getting really close. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. And another yellow flag here as we see Guillermo Sire again coming out. So that'll be Guillermo's second. Very, very close. And here we go. Four red lights dropping out to green. Ten seconds left to go. We see Nathaniel making that pass on Randy. He's got 2 laps up on Randy, playing the cautious side of things now, 3 laps. So I'd say that Randy doesn't have a chance to come back and take a podium shot here, but he really did hurt himself in that last heat there, dropping from what was a battle for second all the way to fourth position, and that's how quick things can change. Guillermo Sire there in the lead, 127 laps, averaging 18.1, and Sean there in second with 120, only 7 laps down from Guillermo at 17.1. Nathaniel there, 116 there in third, pushing his way up with 16.6 on average. Randy Kirtley dropping there to fourth, 113 laps. 104 for Jay Latham, tied with Glenn Burden at 104. Gabriel dropping out of the race, and James there with 31. All right, here we go. We'll let you watch these guys race. And a special thanks to Fairview IT Management for sponsoring the series and this class, the Fairview IT Management Cup. And just stay tuned. Watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. Glenn Burden there with a wave to Peyton. 5 seconds will be going green racing. Here we go, folks. 4 red lights dropping out to green in this final 8 of 8 round robin heat for the Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. So we get a yellow flag there. Glenn Burton going to be the first one to receive a strike here. Guillermo Sire out in the lead by 7 laps. Sean really wanting to get up there, though. Sean done an excellent job climbing the ladder rung this race. Battling it out with Randy for pretty much the midsection of the race. Last heat there, of course, suffering a little bit of loss. Peyton Whitaker. Hi, Glenn. LOL. Yeah, he asked me just a few moments ago. He was like, which camera is it? And I didn't know exactly what he was meaning, but then he talked to me there during the break. And he's like, is that the live stream camera? And I was like, yeah. So, there we go. And it looks like Nathaniel Burden going to receive a strike here, his first. Four red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go. And another yellow flag here. Didn't even see that wreck, but it looked like to be in the third corner. And that's going to be Guillermo Sire. Something I noticed about Guillermo. He hates the third corner. The third corner definitely not good to Guillermo. Four red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go. Minute 26 seconds left to go. 5 laps separating first from third. 2 laps separate Nathaniel from Randy. Randy already got 1 lap up on him. He's going to have to really hump it hard and get it home if he wants to try to catch and get that podium. He's definitely making a true effort here, but he cannot afford to come off not even one time if he wants to even have a chance there. As the cluster takes formation there, we get another yellow flag. Excuse me. Get another yellow flag there in the third corner. And that's going to be Glenn Burden there for his second. Glenn Burden there taking 2 strikes. Like T there, getting the car put back on. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Here we go. Randy Kirtley now what looks to be got it within a lap and 3/4. I just don't think he's going to have enough time to be able to make that up without a detrimental wreck from Nathaniel. And Nathaniel's been pretty solid these past few weeks. Last week being an anomaly as he didn't fare too well last week, lap-wise. But this week, he's back into normal Nathaniel for this series. Keeping his car on. Not necessarily the fastest, but definitely keeping his car on. So we see a yellow flag here. We're going to see 2 involved in an incident here. And that looks to be Jay Latham and James. James going to take his first strike, and Jay's going to take his. 14 seconds left to go. All right, here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to green, probably for the last time, the way these guys have been racing this final heat. Guillermo Sire out in the lead, 43 laps. So we get a car coming off the back stretch there, or front stretch, excuse me. And that is going to be Guillermo Sire receiving a strike. That'll be his second. And it looks like James receiving a strike. That'll be James's second. Hang on, guys. James is still in. Oh, okay. James just told him to go ahead and run it. So that'll be Glenn's third. James now getting his car back in there. He's going to finish up the race here strong. And he sends it hard there in the middle, right there at the end. All right, we'll go ahead and clear these strikes out. Take a look here at the track mate. Guillermo Sire going to bring home a victory. 144 total laps, 138 for Sean. Nathaniel 132. Randy 131. 121 for Jay. Glenn 120. Gabriel Kirtley 77. And James 44. All right, coming up next, we have the 72 pitch L&P cars here at Lanes Raceway. Right now, the guys are picking up their cars and taking them over there to be finalized teched, but they're going to all pass for sure. They were all good at the very beginning, and I didn't see anybody that was outstanding from anyone else. But coming up next, 72 pitch. It'll be our final race for the night. If you guys can't tell, I'm kind of getting a little bit sleepy here, a little tired. But nonetheless, I'll make it through. We'll get through this final race here, and hopefully we'll get some exciting 72 pitch racing. I know it was really close last week, and it got me on the edge of my seat last week watching it. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching the Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. Tune back in next week, same time, on the same track. God bless you guys, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes on the 72 pitch.